Hey guys, today on the 17th we talked about how to develop unique shapes, but it should have been titled How I Develop Unique Shapes. Now this and any one of these processes are nothing new. They're just part of the bigger picture of games I like to play to explore shape. And a lot of times I find that I start creating or getting into a rut and I need to go back to basics and just try any one of these methods to just let loose and explore. So we're going to try some of these and eventually do our own. The first method we're going to cover today is an additive method, where we're going to be adding shapes together. Subtractive method is the second method, where we're going to take away or subtract shapes from one another. And then we're going to talk about a scribble method, and which has a loose and a controlled ways of doing things. And then we're going to talk about a lazy continuous line, which is super controlled scribbling. First, let's go over additive and subtractive. I'm basically using primitive shapes, and you can use any shapes, but I think it's appropriate that we start there because we're all familiar with primitive shapes like circles, squares, triangles, and rectangles. You can branch out and use any shape you want. In subtractive, and in additive, we want to overlap our shapes. So notice that these triangles are overlapping this circle. And I chose to take away these angled sections from this larger circle. In additive, I chose to make a union of these triangle edges to this circle. And over here, I've chosen rectilinear shapes. Notice I've played a lot with variety. Remember that element of design, quality of design, is something we want to play with always, variety. So notice how I played with variety in the shape and size of these rectangles to get a more interesting shape. A lot of times when I sketch, I will sketch a really light outline, and then other shapes. Make sure that they overlap. Make sure that they overlap, and then come back with a confident line. A confident line that will allow you to delineate from your sketch. Alright, so you may focus on the outline and the union. In this case, the additive method I used to add those shapes together. And then if we wanted to pursue this shape or this shape, we can blow this up and refine it in pen and ink. Here I've used a similar method of ellipses. Notice the variety, the method of variety I'm using in these ellipses and the sizes to get a more unique shape. Here I've used additive and subtractive methods in the same way. And just like our previous discussions, I also, not only do I like to play with variety, I also like to play with odd numbers of things, and just try to aim for that at all times. And sometimes I just forget to, so just keep practicing and it should work out for you. We also want to talk about the difference between a confident line versus chicken scratch. Now, confident lines are done just like our line practice. Very bold and purposeful, while chicken scratch has this unpredictable and even idiosyncratic line that has very much a distracting element to it, and that's this random kind of jagged quality that is very distracting. And we're after a confident, bold line. So do your best and practice this method and practice using confident lines. And we'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.